Welcome to my presentation. I am Vinay Kumar C, Assistant Professor, SVS College, Bantwal. Subject Cost and Management Accounting 1. Today's class we are going to discuss how to calculate the unit produced under the following problem. Let us take the problem. The following particulars are obtained from the books of Sunshine Limited. The year ended 31st 12 2012. So next, having two columns. The first column is particular and second column is rupees. Purchase of materials 42,500, productive wages 32,500, and then unproductive wages 3,000. Then motive power 2,000, loose tools expenses 250, carriage inward 2,500, reserves for bad debts. So this is the financial expenses should not taken. Next, bad debts 500, telephone charges 200, work stationery 750, materials sold 350, sale of scrap 150, loss of fire 1500, carriage outward 100, debt collection 230, office expenses 4800, showroom rent 400, welfare service 1000, all again 1000, water supply 125, estimated expenses 325, rectification cost of defects 75, samples 550, upkeep of delivery van 400, commission on sales 625, warehouse rent is 445. Okay, then the another table, that is stock on 1/1/2012 material is 5500, 31st 12 2012 the closing stock of material is 1500, work in progress is 7500 and 5500. Finished goods is given only opening stock 27,000, finished goods are given opening stock is 1500, closing stock is 500. Right, next para, 6,000 units are sold at rupees 40 per unit. Full stop. Prepare cost statement showing the components of cost per unit and the profit. Full stop. Closing stock of finished good is to be valued at current year's factory cost. Okay, so this is the problem are given. So before doing the problem, the working note, the first one is calculation of output. Okay, so under this problem we need to calculate, so what is the produced output, okay, and also called as calculation of output. So the formula is like this: sales is equal to opening finished goods plus produced, that means output, minus closing finished goods. Okay, under this problem the sales are given, that is 6,000, the opening finished goods is 1500. Okay, we doesn't know the what is the output, so x minus closing finished goods is 500. Okay, substitute this formula. So on next line, 6,000, the 1500 should be deducted, plus 500 is equal to x. So x is equal to 5,000. So in this problem the 5,000 is the output. Okay, take down the solution, the cost sheet for the year ended 31st 12 2012. Okay, the calculated produced output is 5,000 units. So on the top of the table you should write 5,000 units, and you should have the table having 5 columns. The first column is particulars, second column is units, cost, total, and cost per unit, right? Okay. So as per the pro forma, so what are the items should be taken? Okay, and also you should be very familiar with those expenditure. It may be a factory overhead, it may be a office overhead, it may be a selling and distribution overhead. So whatever it is, so you need to identify. So uh, thoroughly you should understand the what is the pro forma is. Okay, so under this problem, the raw material consumed, so underline the heading is raw material consumed. So opening stock of raw material is 5500, right? So for this we need to calculate the cost per unit. So how to calculate? So 5500 divided by 5000 units, so 1.1 is the cost per unit. Similarly, add purchase, that is 42,500, carriage inward is 650. So both the expenditures are added, that is 48,650. For purchase and carriage inwards also you need to calculate the cost per unit. Okay, then deduct the closing stock of raw material, that is 1500. So better to put bracket. Okay, it is very easy. So whatever you are going to deduct, so it is easily symbolically you understood also what should be deducted. So in this problem 1500 is the closing stock. For that the cost per unit is, that means 1500 divided by 6000 units, sorry 5000 units, 0.3 is the cost per unit, right? Then material sold as scrap. So these are the items we are taken from the problems. Okay, you don't need to confuse. So see the problem where it is, so where I kept this expenditure for this solution, so that is important. Okay, so 350 is the material sold as scrap. So for this also we calculated per unit 0.01. Loss by material is 1800. 0.36 is the per unit. So anyway, the productive wages is 32,500, our chargeable expenses is 250, and finally the prime cost is 80,000. For this the cost per unit is 16, that is 80,000 divided by 5,000 units. Okay, the first stage is over. The second stage is factory overhead. So we need to know about the factory overhead. So underline the factory overhead, write down the various expenditures. They are unproductive wages, welfare expenses, loose tools, motive power, work stationery, haulage, water supply, estimating expenses, rectification, cost of defective. So these are the various expenses. The amount is like this: 1000, 3000, 250, 2000, 750, 325, 125, 325, 75. For this the cost per unit is 0.6, 0.05, 0.4, 0.15, 0.07, 0.03, 0.13, 0.02, and deduct sale of scrap is 150, and closing work in progress is also deducted, that is 5500, and had opening work in progress, that is 7500. Okay, so anyway we are calculated the factory cost, that is 89,700. So better to have the calculator and check out whether this answer is correct or not. Okay, so you don't write the whatever I given. Okay, so each and every expense you should be calculate the cost per unit, so then only you understood so how to do the cost sheet. Okay, the factory cost is 89,700. For this the per unit is 17.8. Okay, 89,700 divided by 5,000. So whatever it is. Okay, so I am not telling that this is the correct answer, not like this. So even though the mistake may be. So how to find out these mistakes? Only you are comparing with the pro forma. Okay, so automatically you understood. So this is right, this is wrong. Okay, so the factory cost is 4. Next, the another stage is office and administration overhead. Underline here we need to have the various expenditures like telephone charges, office expenses. Okay, the only two, the amount is 200 and 4600, 0.04, 0.96. Okay, so we are calculated the cost of production, that is 94,700. For this again we calculate the per unit. Then had opening finished goods, that is 1500, and less closing finished goods, that is 500, and cost of goods sold is 6000. Okay, now we come to the final stage, that is cost of goods sold is 6000 units, and 1012 1,12,200 is the amount. For this had selling and distribution overhead like bad debts, carriage over, outward, debt collection charges, showroom rent, samples, upkeep of delivery van, commission on sales, warehouse rent. So all these expenditures are added, that is 500, 100, 230, 400, 550, 400, 625, 445. So amounted to rupees 3250. The total cost is 6,000 units and 1,15,450. Okay, so now, so under this problem the sales are given, that is 6,000 units. Okay, 6,000 units multiplied by 40, that is 2,40,000. 2,40,000 deduct 1,50,450. So the profit is 1,24,550. So this is the solution for this problem. Thank you very much.